Hello everyone, my name is Braden, this is Airless Quill 9, and in today's video we are going to talk about black puddings, divisible corrosive blobs that are shapeless masses of predatory cells. Once a black pudding detects organic matter, it oozes towards its prey, dissolving living matter and various objects. If a black pudding is split by lightning or slashing damage, it divides into two smaller independent puddings. Various supernatural conditions might bring black puddings into beings. These denizens of the Underdark could be formed from any of the following options on the black pudding sources table. This is a D6 table. One is an ancient black dragon's acidic saliva. Two is the blood or extreme emotions of a foul deity. Three is cosmic entropy or ruinous planar forces. Four is a curse that transformed a forgotten tyrant. 5 is forbidden or industrialized magic, and 6 is necrotic material animated by aimless spirits. The Black Dragon has seen some changes here, so let's talk about its stat block in a little bit of depth. The Black Pudding is a large ooze that is unaligned. It has an armor class of 7, an initiative of -3, hit points of 68, a speed of 20 feet, and a climb speed of 20 feet. For its ability scores, it has a strength of 16, a dexterity of 5, a constitution of 16, an intelligence of 1, and a wisdom of 16, and a charisma score of 1. For its immunities, the Black Pudding is immune to acid, cold, lightning, and slashing damage. It is immune to the charmed, deafened, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, prone, and restrained conditions. It is also has 60 feet of blind sight and a passive perception of 8. For its languages, it knows none. For its challenge rating, it is a challenge rating 4 with experience points of 1100 and a proficiency bonus of +2. For its traits, it has amorphous. This says that the pudding can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch without expending extra movement to do so. Corrosive form. A creature that hits the pudding with a melee attack roll takes 1d8 acid damage. Non-magical ammunition is destroyed immediately after hitting the pudding and dealing any damage. Any non-magical weapon takes a cumulative -1 penalty to attack rolls immediately after dealing damage to the pudding and coming into contact with it. The weapon is destroyed if the penalty reaches -5. The penalty can be removed by casting the mending spell on the weapon. In 1 minute, the pudding can eat through 2 feet of non-magical wood or metal. Spider Climb says that the pudding can climb difficult surfaces, including along ceilings, without needing to make an ability check. And finally, we are at its actions. Dissolving Pseudopod. This is a melee attack roll with a +5 to hit, a reach of 10 feet. On a hit, it deals 4d6 +3 acid damage. Non-magical armor worn by the target takes a -1 penalty to the AC it offers. The armor is destroyed if the penalty reduces its AC to 10. The penalty can be removed by casting the mending spell on the armor. Reactions. Split. Its trigger is while the pudding is large or medium and has 10 plus hit points. It becomes bloodied or is subjected to lightning or slashing damage. In response, the pudding splits into 2 new black puddings. Each new pudding is 1 size smaller than the original pudding and acts on its initiative. The original pudding's hit points are divided evenly between the new puddings, round down. So yeah, let's talk about the changes to the black pudding. There are a few here that are significant to say. First off, the black pudding has lost 2 hit dice, which means its hit points are now 68 rather than 85, so it's had a hit point reduction. Also, the corrosive form and the dissolving pseudopod attacks. These have had this line added to them to where mending automatically repairs the armor class and weapon reduction in full. So this is an addition to these to this black pudding, which is interesting because it completely repairs items that have had this penalty applied to them. So that's a significant addition there. Also, the pseudopod attack has had its damage slightly reduced. It used to be 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage plus 48 acid damage, and this has been simply changed to 4d6 plus 3 acid damage, which is a slightly reduced average from 24 to 17, so there is a damage reduction there. The split has seen a tiny change here, and that is the addition of it happening when the pudding becomes bloodied. So that's a nice addition there. But it also is a slightly well, that's the only mechanical change there. Other than that, it functions the exact same. These changes are interesting. I think black puddings were quite potent in 2014, and I think that has resulted in them getting some changes here, both to the amount of hit points that they had and a slight damage reduction. I don't feel like these are too significant. The black pudding had a large amount of hit points, so it makes sense that those have been slightly reduced. And the dissolving pseudopod is still quite potent, even though it's only 1 attack. It's really the corrosive form and the dissolving pseudopod that combo to make the black pudding such a powerful foe. And yeah, these attacks are quite powerful, and the debuffs to non-magical weapons and armor are significant. So yeah, I understand why they've added in this mechanical change to where mending it now repairs that. It also makes mending much more useful as a spell, because this didn't necessarily work raw. I actually don't believe it did. I've never seen someone use mending to repair a non-magical weapon that was melted by a black pudding, so this is new to me, but it may have done this previously, or this could be just a new addition to make mending have some additional functionality. So yeah, it's not a bad change. It's a very interesting change. But yeah, overall, the black pudding has seen some nerfs here, so it is not as potent as the 2014 version. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, because it has always been a powerful foe. And really, giving it some less hit points isn't really a bad thing. Reducing its damage slightly isn't really a bad thing, because the split reaction is really what makes this foe a hard encounter. So yeah, I understand why there have been some changes here, and I still think the black pudding is going to be pretty potent regardless of those changes. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. We are going through every monster in the 2024 Monster Manual. Next on our list is going to be Blights, so keep an eye out for that video. Until then, Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. See you all later.